साइड जा, ये ध्यान रखना, फोन चालू रखना अपना। ये देख लाइव है, अरे बहन, हाँ देख लाइव है, दिख रहा है अभी ना, वी आर लाइव, वी आर लाइव।
वेरी गुड वेरी गुड। डिस्क्रिप्शन कुछ चाहिए कि बाद में डाल सकते हैं, बार 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 डाल देते हैं ना बाद में।
Avni, for your electrifying energy and flawless synchronization. The choreography truly captivated our hearts. Every great journey begins with a vision, and DPU MUN 2025 is no exception. What we witness today is the result of countless hours of planning, dedication, and passion. To give us a glimpse on how insightful and memorable these 2 days of DPU MUN 2025 have been, I now have the privilege of inviting our Secretary General, Mr. Soham Vijayanare, to address the gathering.
A very warm welcome to everyone. I am Soham Vijayanare, Secretary General of DPU MUN 2025, and it is my privilege to present the official summary report of this year's conference. I extend heartfelt gratitude to our executive boards for their guidance and to our delegates for their passion, diplomacy, and critical thinking. Together, you have shaped this conference into a truly memorable experience, and it gives me immense pride to share this report on behalf of the Secretariat. First, we have your United Nations Security Council. The United Nations Security Council convened to deliberate on threats to international peace and security arising from nuclear developments. Proceedings began with the general speakers list, where members expressed their views on nuclear programs. The United States, France, and India initiated moderated caucuses on regional escalation, IAEA safeguards, and preventing nuclear material from reaching non-state actors. The United Kingdom stressed challenges from regional conflicts and covert programs, while India criticized the discriminatory clauses of the NPT, and Saudi Arabia proposed Middle East free nuclear weapons in front of the UNSC members. The session concluded with the submission of two draft resolutions. Draft Resolution 1.0 USA Canada and Draft Resolution 2.0 Russia, India and China. Second, we have Economic and Social Council. Economic and Social Council witnessed a transformation from fragmented day one statements to robust multilateral diplomacy by day two. Key debates centered on oil tariffs, trade transparency, and the global south versus West divide, producing fiery yet constructive exchanges that showcase real diplomatic growth. Third, we have United Nations Women. UN Women deliberated on the suppression of women's voice in West Asia, addressing systematic patriarchal barriers. Delegates emphasized grassroots empowerment, women's inclusion in policy making, education and digital skills, healthcare access, and proposed a 30% quota for women in peace negotiations. Then we have Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha held energetic debates on terrorism and the Pahalgam attack. Zero hour and question hour reflected passionate exchanges with diverse perspectives, making the 2 days not only a platform for argument, but also a collaboration, learning, and vibrant parliamentary spirit. Then I have international press. The international press played a vital role in capturing the essence of the conference. On day one, reporters and photographers explored committees, familiarized themselves with procedures, and focused on documenting expressions and emotions that defined the debates. By day two, their efforts centered on press conferences, interviews, and coverage of organizing committee activities. Reporters framed stories with words, while photographers immortalized movements through their lenses, together ensuring the vibrancy of the conference reached beyond committee rooms. Last but not the least, our fictional the Vision came out transported delegates to the wizarding world, debating whether the Severus Snape was a hero or was a traitor. Discussions touched upon a dark wizard, Snape's role as a teacher, and his complex legacy. Delegates showcased creativity and strong research, leading to a final vote where Snape was declared a hero with 9 votes in favor and none against. The council's blend of imagination, reasoning, and moral debate made it a standout experience. As we conclude the third edition of DPU MUN, I take immense pride in how this conference upheld its vision of fostering dialogue, diplomacy, and leadership. With the lessons learned, bonds formed, and experiences cherished, let us carry forward the spirit of DPU MUN beyond this platform. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you to our Secretary General, Mr. Soham Vijay Nare, for sharing your invaluable insights. It is now my pleasure to invite Professor Dr. Prashant Shetty sir, our esteemed faculty advisor and event organizer, to share a few words with us, inspiring excellence, dedication, and a vision in every student. I would also like to request our director, Dr. Manish Sinha sir, to come ahead and share a few words with the students. I would like him to take a seat.
What I mentioned yesterday, do for everything. Right? Very good morning, everybody. I know I'm saying good morning, but with consent of Director Dr. Manish Sinha sir, Ms. Utkarsha, Mr. Abhijit, Mr. Sagar, it is as good as we are sitting in front of the sun and we are having the sunlight today here. It is a great pleasure that we are having the validity session in the brand new amphitheater of this, and this is made because of all these colleagues who are sitting here. On behalf of my faculty members and my GSRC staff and everybody, I just kudos to all these people. Thank you once again for this. And as King Luther Martin Jr. said that we may come from on different shapes, but now we are sailing in the same boat. So this is what the voyage we have started yesterday in the morning, and today the journey is beginning, and it will go on and on. This is DPU MUN presented by Global Business School and Research Center. So again, it was fantastic journey. The energy, excellence, power at par this is what the MUN stands for. So on behalf of everybody, thank you so much. I really want to extend my gratitude towards Mrs. Dr. Smita Zado madam, that she has supported us like anything, and she had made this beautiful ambience for this. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening words. Now, I would like to call upon our esteemed director, Dr. Manish Sinha sir, to share a few words with the students.
Okay, good afternoon to everyone. It has been an excellent presentation of initiative, drive. The compeers here and the students who have participated in this are exemplars of what confidence is, how to set narratives. So, I know all the teachers sitting here are feeling extremely proud of all the students, and such is the feeling of mine as well when I am talking to all of you. If this is the level of GBSRC, it makes me feel extremely optimistic about the future of GBSRC. If the students are like this, in terms of organizational effectiveness, in terms of their efficiency in organizing the event, in terms of their eloquence, I am, falling short of superlatives to explain or to express how good you have been. So, why this mock UN that we have done? Why are debates and discussions so important? And I thought maybe I can bring out something from our history. So you know that our freedom movement, especially the Congress Party of those years, had two kinds of wings. One were the extremists and the other were the moderates. And the moderates had a leader called Bal Gangadhar Tilak. And he was, the moderates used to write letters to the Queen asking the Queen to give us dominion status, not even independence but dominion status, do justice to us and things like that. So one of the leaders of the extremist group asked Bal Gangadhar Tilak that you keep on writing these letters to the Queen, and probably it goes to some clerk in the Queen's office. The Queen doesn't even read it. The clerk must be throwing it in the dustbin. So why are you doing this? And Bal Gangadhar Tilak had a very nice reply to this. He said, we are doing this because our failures will lead to your successes. So this is where dialogue and discussions are so important. It also reminds me of a very, very humorous incident that happened on the sidelines of a UN conference long time back, somewhere in the 60s. The then president of Pakistan was so late to the percent as Pakistan saved around in that. So coming rate is much higher than that of Mr. Bhutto, who is the president, the senior Bhutto. He really got cheesed off because any Pakistani would get cheesed off with that kind of comparison. So he said, Indians, eat grass because Indians eat grass. We have our royal ways. We eat royal things. We would rather not save, live royally, and let's see where the Indian go and where we go. But look at the kind of difference that has happened between India. In the 60s, the per capita income of Pakistan was higher than that of India. There were delegations going to Pakistan to understand how is that country doing such a miracle in terms of growth. And just because of this kind of mentality where they are. So I just remembered this incident because of something that happened at the UN. Now, why are we doing this at this level, at the level of the students? I was looking at a video of Palki Sharma, and I guess all of you know her. So, she talked about setting narratives, and she had a very interesting anecdote. She was talking about Mahabharata, and she talked about the Pandavas, and she said that they did everything wrong and everything possibly immoral. They put a woman up for they put her at stake. They did everything that could be done to win a war, but even then we worship them as heroes because that was the way the narrative was set. So 130 plus billion people, we need to believe in the narrative of India. And when you do this exercise, and I heard about so many things that was done inside all the committees that happened, I was extremely happy that the youth of today, especially the students of GBSRC, are so much into setting the narratives, believing in it passionately. So, that made me very happy. And at the end, I'm so happy that the committee finally decided that Severus Snape is a hero. So, that sort of confirms, when I was talking to you yesterday also, that sort of confirms my own understanding of Severus Snape, and the students also have a common understanding. That makes me so happy. So anyway, all the best, and it has been an excellent event in the last 2 days. It has been organized on such a grand scale. So first of all, I want to thank Dr. Kalshetty for envisioning this and then organizing it in the most effective manner, to the entire student team who is here, and they helped them organize this. It was immaculate presentation, immaculate planning, and it was just simply superb. The way they did it was so professional. And to all the members of faculty, staff, and all the students who have participated in this particular event. Also a word of gratitude to the team who made this auditorium possible. They work day and night, and they are sitting here. So my gratitude to them as well. Thank you, all the best.
Thank you so so much, sir, for your insightful and genuine words. On behalf of the entire Secretariat and Organizing Committee, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our sponsors: Pawar Delta Force, Learnopedia Academy, Cafe Hangout, Rohit Varewala, Samarth Vadapav, Premji Mithai Wala, De Bon Got, Image Stationery, Print Junction, Smoothie Factory, and Shubham Shevke. Your generous contributions have not only enabled us to host this conference at such a professional scale, but have also shown your commitment to empower young leaders and fostering platforms for dialogue and diplomacy. We now arrive at one of the most anticipated moments of any MUN, the Delegate Awards ceremony. Over the course of 2 days, we have witnessed spirited debates, thought-provoking speeches, and innovative solutions. Without further ado, we will begin with the award ceremony, starting with the announcement of the best delegates, the high commendation, and the special mention. These delegates combine preparation with persuasion, diplomacy with determination, and passion with professionalism. The best delegate will be awarded with a cash prize of Rs 5,000, a trophy, and a certificate. The High Commendation will receive a cash prize of Rs 3,000, a trophy, and a certificate. The special mention will be awarded with Rs 1,500 and a certificate. Now, I would like to invite the Executive Board of each Council to receive the memento of appreciation and announce the winners for the respective councils. The Executive Boards of all the councils, please come forward on the stage. First, I would like to call upon the Executive Board of the United Nations Security Council, Mr. Yash Borkar, President, and Mr. Sagar Samantha, Vice President.
शिवम बैठ जा
I would like to request the Executive Board of the United Nations Security Council to now announce the winners of the council.
Hello. First of all, I'll introduce myself. My name is Sagar Samantha. I was serving as the Vice President of United Nations Security Council for this particular session. Alongside, we had Yash Borkar as President of this United Nations Security Council. Now, there are certain aspects that I need to talk about first before announcing the winners. Talking about the venue itself, it has set a very different standard in this circuit. And this is not particularly from my statement. I had a chat with every executive board member, and everybody just said that DPU have set the standard here for other conferences in the school. Apart from that, upon arrival of the final ceremony, me and Yash Borkar were having a chat that it would have been great if we would have seen this particular amphitheater. We were talking about this yesterday. And when we came and saw that, wait, it is ready, and literally we were saying that there's still work to be done. We were truly impressed by the amount of efficiency this college has. Now, during the committee, first of all, I would like to thank all the OC members and all the members of Secretariat who was present in the committee and helped us to flawlessly maintain the flow of the committee. And talking about the delegates, I myself talked individually with every delegate. Most of them were from School of Design, or most of them were for BBA. But the level of geopolitical depth every individual had, truly it was unmatchable, and it was one great hell of a debate we had. Sorry for that. Now, talking about the winners, there are 5 to 6 winners, but always remember, even if you did not win, you learned, and of course you defeated all of them by showing up to the particular conference rather than sitting at home and watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. Alright, so verbal mentions in a particular order. We would request you to stand on your respective places. The verbal mention 3 goes to Republic of Korea. Second verbal mention goes to Republic of India. And first verbal mention goes to Arab Republic of Egypt. Now the special mention award. The special mention, we would like you to come to the stage and get the certificates from here. The special mention, any guesses? Is the Republic of Yemen. The next announcements will be done by the President, Mr. Yash Bulkar.
Congratulations to the Specmen, and we're left with 2 more awards. But before that, at least a few words from my end before we wrap the UNSC committee specifically. I think by the end of all executive boards having a few words to this conference, you will hear 7 to 8 praises of the venue itself. I think the standards are set so well that the conference room has actually made the model of Model United Nations something that's impeccable and something that will take home from here. Along with this, the OCs, now that we are here after 50 to 60 MUNs at least in the circuit since 3 to 4 years in Pune now, we have seen MUNs of multiple sorts. This was an MUN with professors, directors, HODs as well as students. We have seen private MUNs where only students are the one behind the MUNs. But from our experience, we have seen how our best HODs, I can recall back in the time when I was organizing my MUN with my HODs, and I have seen their demonic faces after all the struggle we have done. But in this case, when we see the alignment with the directors, HODs and the students behind the bar, I think it's very impressive, at least from our experience, how well it is managed with both the parties. And yes, of course, all the OCs were very heartwarming, something which is very praisable alongside all the other things. And with this, we'll move to the last 2 awards, or the final High Com and Best Delegation Award. With an order of High Commendation first, the award goes to the delegate of United States of America. Delegate and the only award for UNSC left. Now is a good time to guess. So any guesses for UNSC's best delegate? Okay, so the best delegate for Security Council is the delegate of Russia.
Next, I call upon the Executive Board of the United Nations Women, Mr. Yashveer Tiwari, Chairperson, and Ms. Lois Rachel, Rapporteur, on the stage.
So, firstly, I would like to thank the organizers of this conference, including the faculty and the secretariat. And yeah, even I would say this venue is, really amazing. I haven't seen any college like this before. I come from a government engineering college, so you know the kind of college I've seen. Yeah. So anyway, without wasting much time, we'll directly move on to the awards. The verbal mentions will be announced by Louis, and there are 3 verbal mentions, no particular order. Yeah.
So the first verbal mention goes to Delegate of Nigeria. The second verbal mention goes to Delegate of Algeria. And the third verbal mention goes to Delegate of Netherlands. The special mention goes to the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan.
And the high commendation goes to the Republic of India. And any guesses for the best delegate from? Okay, correct. The Republic of Tunisia.
I would now like to request the Executive Board of United Nations Women to receive the moment of appreciation from Dr. Manish Sinha sir and Professor Dr. Prashant Kalchatti sir. The Executive Board of Economic and Social Council, Ms. Sukriti Mehta, Co-Chairperson, and Ms. Shivani Fauzdar, Co-Chairperson.
committee was so good I had to pull up the actual award sheet so I don't mess this up. EPSOC over the 2 days was nothing but exceptional. We had first timers, there was growth. There were some points where the graph went a little low, so thanks to my co-chair, I had the privilege of coming in as a guest delegate as China just to instigate a few delegates here and there. Apart from that, we've given the feedback in committee and we'll just go on to quickly appreciating all the OC members, the volunteers specifically in our committee, running around, passing chits, getting us coffee, getting us pens, water, everything was taken care of by them and they were on their feet throughout. So big shout out to all of them. I'll quickly move to the special mention, the verbal mentions that we have in no order. Please stand up on your seats. We have the Republic of Korea and Russia. For the special mention, we have Japan. Could you please come forward? Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, delegate. Committee and DPU MUN for inviting me, and I think everything is already covered by the UNSCU President and Vice President, from the organization till infrastructure, and by my co-chair as well. So without taking further your time, I know everyone wants to go home. So the high commendation goes to the delegate of Canada. Diligently to convince that the tariffs is not a motive. So any guesses for the best delegate? Absolutely right. The best delegate goes to USA. Congratulations, delegate.
Ma'am, and congratulations to the winners. Moving ahead, I would like to call upon the Executive Board of the Lok Sabha, Ms. Akhya Tiwari, Moderator, and Mr. Nitish Sharma, Moderator.
Greetings everyone. Thank you DPU MUN for calling me here. Thank you OC members for working throughout. Talking about Lok Sabha, I got to know that Lok Sabha was one of the best committee of DPU MUN. Delegates were over-enthusiastic, well-researched. Thank you delegates for making this such a memorable day. Thank you so much. And one more working throughout, for guiding me. I have learned so much from you. Thank you so much, sir. Talking about the awards, so verbal mentions in no particular order goes to Rahul Gandhi, Ashuddin Owaisi and Rajnath Singh. Congratulations, parliamentarians. Honorable mention goes to. Okay, and we only honorable mention is only for Lok Sabha because you can see that the results are very particular. I can say that केवल 1-2 points का difference आया है, so we have to add honorable mention. So honorable mention goes to Supriya Sule. Ma'am will be getting the e-certificate.
Greetings to everyone on the dais, off the dais. I'd like to thank my co-moderator, Ms. Akhya Tiwari. She has been great during the whole conference. I know her since 2-3 years and she has been doing great job in this particular circuit. I hope to see her again beside on the dais. Now talking about the committee and before committee, the conference, I'd like to mention again that I have never seen such a great infrastructure with such a great organizing committee. This organizing committee was so good that they took care of us, just like we are the esteemed guest of this particular conference by not as much as you are, sir, but still this was not I have not experienced this before at any conference in this Pune circuit, despite being doing MS from my first year. Now I am in my final year, concluding around 50 plus conferences. I have never seen such kind of hospitality from such a conference. Now, talking about the committee, this committee was really very enthusiastic. The delegates present in this whole committee had something to say. Each one of them had literally had something to say, which usually does not happen in each conference. There are some people who lead the conference or lead the committee, but in this particular committee, there were each and every delegate was so intellect that they had something to present on the dais. Now, talking about the rest 3 awards, starting with the special mention award. The special mention award goes to any cases? Special mention goes to Sonia Gandhi. Time for the High Commendation Award. The High Commendation Award goes to Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Final award, the Best Delegate Award. Any guesses? The Best Delegate Award goes to. Sorry? Best Delegate Award goes to Devendra Fadnavis जी, जो कि यहाँ नहीं है. The Best Delegate Award goes to Gaurav Gogoi.
and ma'am, and a heartfelt congratulations to the winners. Now, for a touch of magic, I invite the Executive Board of Visingamot, Ms. Atreya Mukherjee, Chief Warlock of Visingamot.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to the DPU MUN 2025 for having me on board as an executive board member. So, Tanishq, Samruddhi, especially Shrija. Please come on. Thank you for being the committee's backbone. It wouldn't have been possible without you. Secondly, I'm immensely grateful for my committee. The delegates were literally the best out of every delegate I've ever seen. From debating on, as I quote a delegate, the life of a dead man, to seeing the divorce of Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley, it was the best committee ever. Now, Shrija, please announce.
For the verbal mentions, we have Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, and Dr. Slughorn.
Now, special mention. Any guesses? Visingamot, any guesses? Special mention. Harry Potter. Now, the high commendation. Do we want to guess? I'm sorry, it's Alistair Moody. Now, the best delegate. Luna Lovegood. Now, another thing, my co-chair, Dhruv Sarkar, was supposed to be attending the union, but he met with an accident, and yes, please pray for his speedy recovery. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and congratulations to all the winners. Last, but definitely not the least, I call upon the Executive Board of the International Press, Ms. Asta Mahajan, Head of Journalism, and Ms. Archita Shiridar, Head of Photography.
Thank you.
never be silent. And that is its greatest virtue and its greatest fault. It must speak immediately. And speak we did. In the span of the past 2 days, my journalists have went beyond. Every task I've given them, they've completed with utmost dedication and pride. Despite being first timers, they've played their role so wonderfully that I'm so proud of them. Now, without any further ado, I announce the best journalist for DPU MUN 2025, that is Arya Raj Gogoi. Thank you for having me here, meeting all these lovely people, the secretariat, the management. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Okay, good evening everyone. Before we wrap up this conference, I would just take a moment to appreciate my photographers who have been running around tirelessly for these 2 days, capturing every single moment that we've noticed, and it is because of them that we get to have a story to look back on. So I would also like to thank the Secretariat and the extended DPMUN team and the GPSRC team and staff for having me on the executive board. Let's move on to the awards. For the verbal mention, you can stand in your respective position. Verbal mention goes to Atharva Matapati. Since we had a committee of 8 photographers, there are 3 awards. So the special mention goes to Pranav Pratap Singh. And the best photographer for DPMUN 2025 is Sujal Gaikwad. Thank you to all our executive board for their guidance and mentorship throughout the conference, and once again, a heartfelt congratulations to all the winners. Now, I would like to call upon Akriti to continue forward.
Thank you, Palak. From the past 2 days, I've been thinking what it takes to bring something like this to life. It's not just about the final product, but the countless hours of planning, the late night meetings, and the determined dedication behind the scenes. I want to take a moment to specifically acknowledge the Executive Secretariat. You are the architect of the event. Your vision and force have been the guiding light. And to the incredible USGs, heads, and the coordinators, you are the backbone. You have been on ground, making sure every detail, no matter how small, was perfect. This event is a reflection of your hard work and passion. I request our director, Dr. Manish Sinha sir, and head of BBA department, who is the event organizer of DPU MUN, Dr. Prashant Kalshetty sir, to present the memento of appreciation. Let's start with the main pillar, Mr. Soham Vijay Nare, our beloved Secretary General. His steadfast commitments reflect the depth of his passion, making his hard work a guiding light.
I will request Professor Dr. Abid Salade sir, please join.
His steadfast commitments reflect the depth of his passion, making his hard work a guiding light of inspiration for everyone. His leadership has truly made this event such a grand success.
Congratulations, Soham. Thank you, Abhi sir. For Director, Secretary General, Deputy Secretary General, I would like to call upon Dr. Raze.
Now we have Ms. Samruddhi Pawar, our Deputy Secretary General. She is a perfect blend of a leader and a friend. Her ability to inspire and empower those around her has been a cornerstone to this event. Thank you, sir, and congratulations, Samruddhi. Next is Mr. Tanish Klomte, the USG Internal Affairs. He has handled everything from head to toe.
Let us call upon Dr. Joshi sir.
His decision making has been instrumental in this event, in making this event a success. He made sure the whole management worked seamlessly. Thank you, sir. Next, we have Mr. Gaurav Munde, our Director General. He is not only strategic but also supportive. His diplomatic approach in the working of MUN has made this event a remarkable one. Thank you, sir, and congratulations. The last but not the least, we have our Deputy Director General, Ms. Shrija Roy.
Dr. Pani, please join.
Her unmatched elegance and unreliable intellect during this ceremony surely added a perfect blend of beauty and brilliance. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Let us move forward to appreciate our USGs and heads for their tireless efforts, professionalism, and dedication to guiding this event to a constructive and productive conclusion. Kudos to the USG and Head of Delegate Affairs, Mr. Suveet Mattu and Ms. Arya Gudekar for giving their best and not losing courage till the very last moment. USG of Registration and Verification, Ms. Vaishnavi Suryavanshi and Head Ms. Avishi. Their captivating brilliance and graceful presence shines through in every endeavor, leaving an everlasting impression wherever they go. Sponsorship and outreach have Mr. Saurabh Prasadan as the USG, who has also been the USG of Protocol and Security, Ms. Parul Rawat as the Head of Sponsorship and Outreach, and Mr. Abhinav Vidurkar as the Head of Protocol and Security. You all secured sponsors and managed finance flawlessly, ensuring a successful event. Thank you to our USG of Hospitality and Accommodation. Thank you to our USG of Hospitality and Accommodation, Ms. Neha Soni, for serving the most delectable culinary delights, which added a flavorful touch to this event. For logistics and operations, we have Mr. Sahil Golke and Mr. Vedant Vidurkar. As the USGN head, they have worked unstoppable and made sure everything fell into place seamlessly. The USG and head of facility and ambience, Ms. Komal Chidalkar and Ms. Shreya Kumar for crafting an ambience that left incredible mark on every heart. The USG and Head of Aesthetic and Ambience, Ms. Komal Chidalkar and Ms. Shreya Kumar for crafting an ambience that left incredible mark on every heart. Mr. Shikhar Patient and Tisha Patidar, the USG and Head of Editorial Press, their insightful editorials have not only informed but also provoked necessary discussions. Made sure to resolve every tech issues and chaos. We have Mr. Utkarsh Pednekar and Ms. Anisha Pant as the USG and Head of Branding and Visuals. They burned the midnight oil, making sure that the designs are up to the mark. Last but not the least, we have the USG and Head of PR and Media, Ms. Mahi Jain and Ms. Gunjan Bisel, who handle all the social media platforms with a lot of dedication and attention. Now I would like to extend the heartfelt appreciation on behalf of the entire Secretariat, the Faculty Advisor and the event organizer of DPU MUN 2025, Professor Dr. Prashant Kalshetty sir, whose visionary guidance inspired our dreams and led us to bring MUN to life. Thank you, sir. I would now like to call upon the stage the Executive Secretary to honor our dear sir with a memento of appreciation. I would like Prashant Kalshetty sir and Dr. Manish Sinha sir to take us through. Now, let's have a glimpse at the AV video capturing the highlights of the past 2 days. Next, we will hear from our Director General, Mr. Gaurav Munde, who will deliver closing remarks reflecting the highlights of this conference.
Can we have a bit of silence, please? Good evening, everyone. I, Gaurav Munde, a second-year BBA student and currently serving as the Director General for DPU MUN 2025. Distinguished guests, respected dignitaries, executive board members, my fellow delegates, and my dear organizing committee. Before anything else, I would like to begin this closing note with my deepest gratitude to the three guiding pillars who made this DPU MUN possible. Dr. Smita Jadhav ma'am, our Pro Vice Chancellor, Diva Patil Vidyapeeth, for providing us with world-class infrastructure and an empowering platform to host a conference at this level. Dr. Manish Sinha sir, our esteemed director, whose unwavering guidance and timely permissions made sure that every last minute challenges finds a solution. And of course, our HOD Dr. Prashant Kalshetty sir, our incredible event organizer, whose sharp ideas and final touches brought brilliance to every corner of this event. A heartfelt thank you to all the executive board members and all the fellow delegates from different colleges for their enthusiastic participation. A heartfelt thanks to all the faculty members and staff members for your generous inputs. We would also like to thank Utkarsha ma'am and Abhijit sir for making this grand auditorium available at last minute. And Sagar sir too. Now, as we stand at the conclusion of the grand edition of DPU MUN 2025, my heart is full of pride and gratitude. This MUN has not merely been an event. It is a platform that shapes leaders, nurtures diplomats, and builds future. MUN teaches us how the world operates. They train us to negotiate, to listen, and to find common grounds even when disagreements are unending. And I must say that there is no better time to learn diplomacy as of now, and no better place than India. Well, our director sir mentioned about Palki Sharma Upadhyay, the editor of First Post, and one of her quotes which I'd like to share here, that we are a nation that negotiates with the United States, trades with Russia, competes with China, builds with Tokyo, and still finds time to send mangoes to West Asia. That is the art of balance, the spirit of dialogue, and the essence of leadership. This conference is not just about debates and resolution. It is about building lives, confidence, and platforms for the leaders of tomorrow. These leaders are future diplomats, entrepreneurs, change makers, and of course the visionaries. Friends, this is only the beginning. As director of DPU MUN 2025, I stand before you with a promise. The next edition, that's the DPU MUN 2026, will be bigger, brighter, and even more impactful. With 150 plus delegates, and I assure you this, with all my passionate and unstoppable OC family besides me, we'll make it happen. Heartful appreciation to every committee whose unique efforts made this conference shine. We'll start from the IT and Technical Committee, Branding and Visual Committee, PR and Media Committee, Logistic and Operation Committee, Sponsorship and Outreach Committee, Registration and Verification Committee, Hospitality and Accommodation Committee, Security and Protocol Committee, Delegate Affairs Committee, Editorial Press Committee, and at last the most applauded Aesthetic and Ambience Committee. And of course, to my entire organizing team, thank you for your tireless efforts, for enduring last-minute chaos, for taking scoldings with grace, and for never losing the spirit of teamwork. You are the soul of DPU MUN 2025. At last, now allow me to honor the pillars of this event's leadership. Our Secretary General, Soham Vijay Nare, whose calm leadership taught us how to manage pressure and deliver excellence. Then we have our Deputy Secretary General, Samruddhi Pawar, the guide and crisis solver. And of course, our main pillar, our USG for Internal Affairs, Tanish Lomte, the man who managed all internal and external conflicts simultaneously. And standing beside me, we have our Deputy Director General, Shrija Roy, a fighter who overcome all hurdles and yet worked with unmatched energy and enthusiasm. Now, I would approach our esteemed Director Sir, Manish Sinha Sir, just to kindly grace the stage for closing of DPU MUN. We proudly declare that DPU MUN 2025 is officially closed. Thank you everyone for being part of this incredible journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your genuine words. Now, I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता
wish you all the very best for the future, as we hope that all the skills and knowledge you have gained here will continue to serve you well. Thank you once again for the participation